In this video, we'll cover the basics of recording in Logic Pro X. We'll provide an overview of how to record, the count-in feature, the metronome, the mixing board, and some key configurations. The video concludes with some recording tips. Let's start out by exploring some recording functions. Use the track drop-down list to create a new recording track. Press the red circle to begin your recording. Press the white square to stop recording. Press the white triangle to play back your recording. You can right-click on your track to cut, copy, or delete it. You also have icons on your track to mute, solo, record, or to activate input monitoring. Let's take a look at the count-in feature. The count-in feature helps you get ready for a recording to start by providing a clicking sound for a given time interval, usually in bars. So, for example, I could set a 4-bar count-in before my recording starts in order to get myself settled and focused. You can activate the count-in feature by clicking on the count-in icon like this. If you click and hold on the arrow, you will see this menu. You can also access the count-in options by clicking on the record drop-down list like this. Now, I'll turn on the count-in and configure a 4-bar count-in so we can listen to what it sounds like. Next, we'll take a closer look at the metronome. The metronome provides a timing device to help you keep time while recording. The metronome can be activated by clicking on the metronome icon here. If you click and hold down the arrow, you will see these options. You can access the metronome settings by clicking on the record drop-down list and choosing metronome settings. I mostly use the metronome settings to adjust the tone and volume. Once you activate the metronome and click on the record button, it will sound like this. Now we'll take a look at the mixing board. If the mixing board is not visible, click on the mixer icon to make it visible. The mixing board provides a larger interface to manage and fine-tune your individual tracks. You can adjust levels, set inputs and outputs, add and remove plugins, create buses, and much more. Next, we'll go over some key configurations for recording in Logic Pro X. Make sure to set your audio preferences for both your inputs and outputs. For example, if I wanted to use my Scarlett 2i4 audio interface for both my inputs and outputs, I would do so like this. Make sure to hit the apply button when you're done. You'll also want to make sure you set the proper inputs and outputs for the individual tracks. If the inspector panel is not visible, click on the inspector panel icon to make it visible. I will demonstrate how to configure this track for input 1 on my audio interface while I set stereo output, which will be pumped out to my speakers. Finally, we'll conclude this video with some tips and tricks. Here are some helpful keyboard shortcuts that will help you save time and be heads down while you're recording. And remember not to be afraid to click around, especially on these top icons, as there are many different configurations and goodies that you can use to help your recordings sound much better. Thanks so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below.